Hey Mikey's crew, we're on vacation. We're in the Upper Peninsula and we're at Fayette Historic National Park, which this is an old historical town where they made iron. Pig iron is what they made.
Smelt.
Smelt. Okay, and it's down by Big Bay de Noc. It's in the Garden Peninsula in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. And we're going to visit some of the sites here. There's like, I think there's a stage, there's some houses that we can visit too, the bay obviously, and the smelting factories. Mom, where are you going? Yeah, well, animals must be on a 6-foot leash, so I can't go up there. So I'll turn the camera around now and we'll show you everything, all right? This is as soon as you walk down. Some of the houses. And I think this is where some of the iron was even made right here. Here's the tour of the working area. Gives the history of it.
And this was made in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Ah.
Yeah. Or tools.
I know, wasn't it crazy?
There's a picture of all the workers there.
I can see a lot of tools that we use today. There's
Yeah.
you know, there's a
Wrench.
two wrenches, yeah, and screwdrivers, pliers, files.
That was them purchasing other areas. December 1st, 1890s, the last day that Fayette made pig iron because it just became unprofitable. Working. Work was unpredictable due to possible fires in the smelting areas.
Well, keep in mind, it really
Working families.
fire system that we do today.
Crushed limestone, charcoal.
Here's tools that you would use.
That's broken. That's right. Well, my
So this
sister.
is it before it got crushed.
Yeah.
There's a chair. I'm guessing this is where you would work on it.
Would see the Mary Directly and all her ships that she's seen would be carrying those. That's iron.
Ore and stuff you would carry. Iron ore, limestone, hardwood. Crushed ore, crushed limestone,
Charcoal.
charcoal,
Slag.
slag,
Which
and
is
cast iron.
You know, what I like is think about getting all these people together to take this picture.
I
And,
know.
or the one behind, the other one behind too.
And they're probably thinking we're wasting time.
No, probably not. We probably think
More
Sometimes they
tools?
have lots of waste.
I think my mom had one of those.
And lastly, tools here as well. We are now inside a building.
This is where you get paid.
Oh, this is where you get paid?
The
Yes.
office, yeah. Superintendent's office.
Okay, there's a pipe up there. Here, I gotta walk this way. Oh good, Kathleen's gonna take a picture of me while I'm taking a picture. Company pay office. There's the desk and the books. There's the stove, I would never want to light that.
Oh, that's giving them what we have back home.
Yeah,
Or back at the cabin.
there's obviously the desk where you would receive your pay on the other side.
Yep.
Probably the clerk works over there. And then
This is the
and this is the superintendent's
Yeah,
office.
superintendent, thank
Geez, that's a skinny stove.
I told you, skinny.
Oh, there's a safe.
My grandpa had that chair when they had been sat in so many times it actually sagged.
This whole area right here, this was the warehouse. It was 3 stories tall. So it would be really hard to get this all in one picture. Now I can't enter this due to the fact, you know, they don't want you to, as it says right there. But I'll step up here and show you the inside. And you can just see how tall it is, how it would be 3 stories. How there'd be a story down there on the ground, and then this would probably be the second story where you see the grass up here, and then you can just imagine another level probably above the doorway, I would say. You can see probably stairs, maybe that would lead up to the roof, the brick there. All right, and then this would be the other window area. Here, I've fallen behind my mom and my wife because of the fact, well, let's just say I've been playing some Pokemon Go. And here's the historic drinking fountain. I'm just kidding. But I will be getting a drink here. Alright, we're now entering another building. I think when I heard this was maybe the general store. And obviously we can't walk back to some rooms. I mean, it's closed off due to glass here.
This is the hotel.
Oh, this is the hotel. Okay.
This is the hotel.
I said general store.
Welcome in. Yeah, I got my scavenger hunt right here.
Have you found anything yet?
Not yet, because we haven't even looked.
There's the stairs that lead up to farther in the hotel. You can't walk back there. There's glass.
We gotta kind of figure this out. There's a carpet bag, a bowler's cap, and some gloves. That's a fireplace. Holy smokes.
This is a bed frame.
Yeah.
And this is a fireplace. And here's a big empty room. Here's the barber
A
shop.
shave and a haircut. Now we have a tonsorial artist, said one resident. The keenness of his razor is only excelled by the
My hands in
acuteness
the-
of his
Mhm.
repartee. Uh-huh.
Behind me,
Good
there's some
hair
other
is
stuff.
all style now, I tell you. Uh-huh. They look pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. Ooh, big fish.
Somebody's running up there.
Spittoon. From the outside, you can see the barber shop a little better. The big.
From the other side, this is what you didn't get to see, the checkerboard.
Here's the barber chair. Yeah.
Oh, there's a dead mosquito in there. On top of that paper.
Oh. Here's the mugs, shaving mugs. Yeah. Would you have your own shaving mug?
Apparently. I like the top one with the floor.
This is the meat store, and boy,
Welcome to the
does
meat
it
store.
stink in here. That meat has just been rotting back there since the
Michael.
1800s. All this produce has been rotting. No, I'm just kidding. It's all fake.
Gotta dry out. Forever. All those hooks is where we would all hang everything.
Yes. Yep. Mr. Foods, sausage. Can't pronounce some of this stuff.
Probably because nobody can. They don't make it anymore. Excuse me. I'm trying to snap poses
I
here.
don't recognize any of it.
This is the music hall. I wanted to show off its ambiance.
But when you get ready, take
People sat in just these 2 rows. This is all they had. Just kidding. There's a piano. And the stage right here. I'm gonna reenact a famous play. Just kidding.
From this stage,
Behind it.
I guess they're getting stuff ready for return.
Yeah. There's not much back here.
Oh, that's the curtain that's in the front.
Ah, and this is what it would look like out in front.
Okay.
This is a recreation of the schoolhouse. There's a couple
Look
of
at
desks.
Look how many desks they have in a row. Look at it. It's all desks. Careful.
They fished, they went sledding, they played croquet.
Yep, they did. They took baths in iron, cast iron tubs. There's a cooking stove right there. There's where you wash your clothes. And you did sledding and fishing and playing croquet.
Michael, you're in my light.
We're now in a house.
You're still in my light.
This would be a
There you go.
house for like middle class workers. This is the kitchen area. That's a cooking stove. And over here is
I got
some
you in the picture.
rotting meat. I'm just kidding. There's some
A
chicken
pie.
and a pie. That loaf of bread is probably hard as a rock back there.
Most likely.
Brown eggs, white eggs, your utensils you would use.
There's a pie shelf, that's a pie shelf back there.
Oh, that's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
And then this way we got Kathleen.
Hi.
And this is where they ate. The dining room here.
Probably where they slept.
This, I guess you would consider the living room.
Yes. Or as they call it back then, a parlor.
Ah, like a parrot parlor. I'm just kidding.
That bed is actually for ladies when they faint.
Oh, they must have fainted a lot.
Keep in mind, Michael, back then we would have us ladies would have had a hoop skirt on, an 18-inch waist, which is what you would have to have a corset in the summer. So it gets pretty hot.
And that was a bedroom. This is the superintendent's house. There's some cake. I'm pretty sure it's dried up by now.
Oh, no. Oh, Superintendent House Parlor.
And we're gonna walk through the whole house. This is where you'd hang coats.
Well, they pursued interest in yachting.
Yep.
And the half-mile track and community literary society. Yeah, this is
6 superintendents and their family lived in this space. About 2,500 square feet home. Most Jackson Iron Company employees lived in the White House. Wasn't even a remote possibility, but 2 companies' bookkeepers, John B. Kitchen and William Kitchen.
Yeah, then
This is the house library, apparently on moving day,
That's a house.
1883.
Shit, man. And I want to go out there, but it's like,
get that thing going hot.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
want
you would heat
to.
up
I wouldn't want to be near that.
you would heat up the, no,
This is
that's
the
why
kitchen.
That's why the kitchen's always off the regular normal part of the house.
I was made in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's stove.
Excuse me. Michael.
This is the doctor's office. As you can see, they are currently working on it because there are steps. So you have to walk up there. Oh, there is a door we can go in.
I think we can go upstairs too.
Oh, okay.
There's an open stairway. Don't have anything in here though.
The doctor is not in today.
Yeah. Stairway's open. And they do have, like I said, curtains up there. Oh, here's the. Little is known about this residence or its occupants. Traditionally called the doctor's house, it interprets the home of Curtis J. Bellows, MD, a Civil War veteran from Ohio. Bellows moved to Fayette in 1870 and practiced medicine here until his death in 1882 at age 61. Dr. Bellows was a popular public speaker, local politician, and staunch Republican. He also raised horses, raised purebred chickens, and studied electricity. Please go upstairs to see his parlor and kitchen. Okay.
We're going upstairs.
There's no handrail.
Here's the kitchen. Hardened bread, moldy cheese, hard biscuits, cookies that are hard.
Oh, I was gonna say there's a stairway to come up here. No, don't go down those stairs. There's nothing.
Yeah, you wouldn't make it.
Yeah.
And here's the parlor.
Oh, this is nice.
That fern's probably needs to be watered.
That's a nice cook stove. Now see, that's a little more modern than the one we saw in the other building. Yeah. That's got an oven in it.
I thought this was an historic site. These are just toilets for us to use. But hey, they're there for us if we need them. There's a door you don't want to walk out of. A few basement doors. Yeah. I'm sure that it was for more like meat.
Yeah.
And maybe wine and cheese. And if it had a tornado. There's a laborer's cabin back here. We're going to check that out next. I am currently down on Slag Beach here at Fayette Historical Park. Just listen to that beautiful water. And taking the amazing view. This is the laborer's cabin. This has been restored. None of these survived when Fayette was decommissioned in 1891. So they reconstructed it based on archaeological research and historical documents. So let's go inside and take a look at it. Cook stove. Can't go upstairs. I can imagine that's where you slept. Up there.
The Duquette family. French-Canadian families, George and Octavia Duquette, who arrived at Fayette in 1873. Duquette's log cabin was crowded. By 1880, the household included 4 small children and 2 boarders. Oh my gosh, there were 8 of them in this house. While Octavia kept house, George supported his growing family by working as a
Who lived in this neighborhood?
teamster. He drove company draft
200 people live in this lower-income neighborhood.
Industrial goods.
Half were adults and half were children, ages 8 months to 16 years. Most adults were immigrants.
This is where they watch television. I'm just kidding.
Lux, I think I pronounced it. Lux Luxembourg?
This is the bed.
Born in the United States. That's a lot of people.
This is the last part of Fayette that we're going to check out. This is the smelting process that took place here. These are the furnaces, and these are really big on the inside. This is where they made the iron, and if you can hear my echo, you can definitely tell this is one big room. And obviously it would get very hot in here while trying to burn the charcoal to melt the iron to make it into the pig iron that they needed. And that's where they would make it. What I would call blast furnace. Oh geez, there's seagulls in there, pigeons. And of course you're right out here by the water. A lot of fishing that was done here. These are the slabs. Here's a better picture. These are the slabs right here that they obviously would make. See how big they are. Definitely, probably, I'd say about maybe 10 feet long. See, there's a pigeon right in there. And another huge room for it. Just imagine there probably was a lot of stations in here where they're working on this too. Just imagine how hot it probably was also. You can just see the height of them. And then one honeycomb structure over here, which will be the last thing that we will take a tour of. So hopefully you've enjoyed this tour of Fayette. A lot better if you see this in person, trust me. This is a beautiful place to come, a very nice historical site down on the Garden Peninsula here in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So this was a charcoal kiln. And they were enclosed with a timber framework, which you can see the frame here on the outside portion. So there's obviously something above it, but we'll go in here. Can stand in this. I'm gonna have to duck just to even go in here. There's looking right up through it. Alright, here's one last little section here. Get a much better view of the blast furnaces where they would make the pig iron. Nice full view. And then a view of, I believe this is Snail Harbor. Now, I came here as a kid, there were like yachts that were parked over in the docks over there, but there's none here now. But it looks like the docks are, you know, well kept. I think it's still in operation. So thank you for tuning in to this video of the tour of Fayette Historical State Park here in the state of Michigan. And hopefully if you've checked it out, you've enjoyed your trip. And if you haven't, come up here to the Garden Peninsula, check it out. It's a great place to visit. So until next time, this is Michael Loudon signing off.